Well, this time last week, Will Rixon was at Addington cheering home the Aussie contingent of Just Believe and Swayze. At Menangle on Saturday night it will be Will in the sulky, and hopefully punters will be cheering him home. I caught up with Will to discuss his drives. Well, Will, you were part of a strong Aussie contingent that went across the ditch to watch the big Group 1 racing at Addington last Tuesday and cheered home Just Believe, and Swayze was outstanding.
Yeah, sure was. It was a great year to go, and yeah, it was a good experience to see how things get done over there. I've never been over before, so yeah, it was a great day.
Looked to be an outstanding atmosphere. The crowd was huge and gallant performances. Just Believe just breathtaking, and Swayze just tenacious.
Yeah, two great Australian horses who have so strong in the way they race and have great will to win. So yeah, it was great to see them get the job done, and great day. Yeah.
Has it whetted your appetite to one day be involved on the track instead of watching?
Yeah, definitely. It was great atmosphere, especially for the Cup race and the Dominion, as you say. It was amazing. The atmosphere was if you ever got a chance to compete in a race like that, it'd be a great thrill.
Seems to get bigger and bigger each year, and that meeting at Kokura, it's also one that you'd probably put on your bucket list. It's just amazing as well.
Yeah, it does. I've seen videos and photos of that place, and it looks have to see it to believe it. It's very picturesque. So it was it's an amazing part of the world over there in New Zealand.
Well, you cheered home a couple of winners last week. Let's hope punters can cheer you home on Saturday night. 147 winners statewide. You currently sit second behind Cam Hart on 184. There's a young bloke nipping at your heels who you might have heard of called Jet Turnbull. Your cousin's on the same number of winners, 147.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a gap on him, and he's really knuckled in. So he's having a great year, and he's obviously very talented and doing a lot of miles. So yeah, he deserves all the success he gets. But hopefully, I can give him a bit of a battle to the end of the year.
Your dad's got a horse going around in race 1, Major, and you coming to Pete's stable. Your sister Hannah's driving it, coming off a 6 beat and 11.5 metres to Craftsman Charlie. Better for that particular outing for Pete?
Yeah, hopefully. Hannah drove him a treat on Saturday night, and he had the right run, and probably a little disappointing not to finish a bit closer, but yeah, first run for the stable, and they're probably still getting to know him a little bit, so hopefully an improved run on Saturday night.
And good to see Peter back on the list as far as the top 10 trainers are concerned with 16, so he's enjoying a good season as well.
Yeah, he sure is. We've had a great year. Everyone's it's a big team effort. Everyone works really hard, and we've had some nice horses come through the stable this year and good results. So yeah, it's good.
Over to race 3, you're driving Speculating for Chris Judd. A very consistent performer, wide draw, a little bit of a concern.
Yeah, it is a little bit, but the distance suits, and he's a strong horse. So I think he's well graded in that race Saturday night, and he's a good chance.
Yeah, he did win 5 starts back in good style.
Yeah, for sure. And Chris sort of spaces his run and picks out the right races for him. He does a really good job. So I think he's will run a good race Saturday night.
Probably flies a little bit under the radar, Chris. He's very underrated and does a good job, as you just mentioned.
Yeah, I think so, for sure. He's a close mate of mine, so I work closely with him and see how much time he puts into his horses. He spends a lot of time on them, and yeah, he definitely gets good results, and his horses look as good as any that are in the area. They, when they come to the races, they look an absolute picture.
Over to race 5, Joe Leader, this very talented former Victorian mare. 2 starts now for Pete. Eye-catching second behind Ludicrous, which is also under Dad's care. Then what went wrong last time out?
Yeah, she just got it wrong in the score-up. Just played up, scoring up. So hopefully she's gets that out of her system for Saturday night, and if she's on her best behaviour and she can put in a performance similar to her first run, she'll be competitive.
She's drawn gate 6. Where do you see yourself landing from there?
She'll get back. I think she's a sit sprint mare, and we'll have to drive her for her speed, and looks a little bit hard on Saturday night with the map, and also James Maguire first up for Seedon looks well graded and will probably take a fair bit of beating.
Yeah, he is the X factor, and his trial was very impressive.
Yeah, for sure. He looks well graded and will prove hard to beat, I'd say.
Then we move over to race 6, and Mr. Consistency, you're driving Arden Zays for Tony Birtwhistle again. He's run 4th at his past 3 starts, 3 starts back behind a horse called Swayze.
Yeah, he's racing well. He's, as you said, very consistent, and he never really puts in a bad run. So, yeah, I'm drawn definitely a bit wider than I would have liked in that race Saturday night, but hoping he can find his way into the money.
He's coming off a fourth beating 6.5 metres to Don Liu, and Don Liu's in the markets as far as Inter Dominion is concerned.
Yeah, for sure, and hopefully I think Tony's aiming Arden's ace for that, so hopefully he can slip his way into the series, and he's the sort of horse that will be competitive in the good races. He's never far away.
Yeah, then we go over to race 8, and he doesn't win out of turn, but he's never far away in saying that our Uncle Jim was certainly be competitive in this field.
Yeah, he was able to string 3 together pretty quickly a month or 2 ago, and his runs actually haven't been too bad. His form don't read great, but his runs have been quite well with not much luck, so he can run top 4 in that race.
Is there one that you fancy over the other, Will?
I think speculating. I like speculating. I think he can make his own luck in that race and run a good race.
Thanks for your time, Will.
Tough, thank you.